for like fun, but like it would be nice if like, you know, it was one of those things that would be helping my channel, helping me, you know, fund me and stuff. But yeah, unfortunately Twitch is not a fan of the music appearing, because what I used to do is when I was on my starting screen and I'd have like my countdown timer and stuff, I used to have the in-game music playing so people could enjoy that. Every single time I did that, it would mute it and give me a strike. And then when I edit the VOD, if I edit it through Twitch, I can get multiple strikes, violations, by having clips or what do you call it, portions of the video, like highlights and stuff, that also have the music. So it's a dangerous little noodle of a game. You gotta be real careful with it. But there's nothing I can do about the crash earlier, honestly, because Streamlabs crashed and I had to reopen some stuff, and then I realized that my avatar had crashed, and yeah. So I already know this one's gonna be striked, as long as I don't have multiple strikes on my account, because I'll have technically 2 VODs. As long as I don't end up with 3, that'll be good. Because what will happen is, if I've got like a strike on something, it should automatically privatize the VOD, which means that when I finish streaming, people won't be able to find this, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Because like then I've got to choose, do I take the strike and do I allow it for like however many days, you know, a VOD stays up or whatever. And then I've got to be careful of highlights and stuff. So yeah, I can understand why a lot of people don't play or stream or like put videos and stuff on YouTube and stuff. I get it. Understandable. Need for Speed Underground 2 is definitely worth playing even with that. I'm so sorry for opening this topic. I know some people don't enjoy these topics, but excuse. No, I don't give a fuck. It's fine. You guys are welcome to ask this stuff. I'm probably like the least like fucks given person about this stuff. Like same with like, I'm talking and I'm drifting now and stuff like that. At some point I'm gonna accidentally like hit a wall and lose like a colossal drift or something. I don't care. It's fine. Like you guys are welcome to ask me stuff like this whenever. Like it's always nice when it's like still kind of like topical, like it's still like part of the conversation and stuff. But yeah. No, I'm like, if something's ever really an issue, I'll be like, oh, that's not appropriate for stream or something, you know, or whatever. But like, there's not much that isn't appropriate for stream. I mean, we talk about like my medical issues, we talk about stuff related to that. Like, there's a lot of probably TMI involved. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I don't mind going into like the facts and stats and stuff, because like, I mean, unless like someone else is streaming or has to deal with like some of the stuff in the background, it's very hard to know. Like for instance, Streamlabs, I have to change like some settings and stuff on my computer to be able for Streamlabs to even be able to pick up Need for Speed Underground 2. That and Unreal Tournament is another one. Both of those I have to specially set up the computer to be able to run them, and I risk having graphics fucking errors, and like it would be better if I didn't have my avatar during those streams, but it's a risk anyway that like the game's gonna crash and all sorts of stuff. So I figure if I'm gonna take one risk, I might as well take the full risk and have it all kind of thing. Like Battlefield's like that too, actually, which is funny because Battlefield's a much newer game, but it has just as many issues as Unreal Tournament, which is from fucking 99, and fucking Need for Speed Underground 2, which I think is from like 04, 05, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it's around there. But yeah, I don't know. I like that I can finally do some drifting. I've had drags and I've had the URLs pretty much all night so far. So, whoops. Yeah, it's been a lot of like repetitive racing, and I like drifting. Unfortunately, I generally do drifts alright, or like well enough to kind of like not need to do them more. Like I only need to normally do drifts like once or twice, and then it's over and done with, you know. I hate those fucking headers. I can't see. So I come out of a spot like that and I can't see which way the areas turning. And yes, I understand, like, a drift race is supposed to be, I'm supposed to be up against people. I am technically up against people, I just gotta get 20 more thousand points in 3 seconds. I mean, it's not possible, but I like drifting, so it's fine. Alright, let's do that again. Yeah, I don't fuck up too many drifts. The drags and the URLs, obviously. I should have done my style point stuff. It's fine. Yeah, see, you can't put over the fucking flares chick. I've tried. Trust me, I try every single time to, like, run her down like a menace. And it never, like, does her harm, obviously. I love how there's a bunch of, like, horns honking in the distance there. I need a little bit of speed. That's nice. Yeah, that's gonna help. Like, I don't know how far ahead they are, but as long as, like, if I'm at the back and I'm doing more than whoever's ahead of me, I'm doing good enough, kind of. But that's kind of the point, is doing more than whoever's ahead of you until you're basically the only one that's at the head. Come on, don't touch anything. That's gonna help me. The only problem is sometimes the game changes it. So, you know how it was like 80,000 was kind of the quota before? You got to kind of get like 80-odd thousand to be able to get like the top drift. Now, they could do less or they could do more because I'm already at like 29,000, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I love fucking wiggling around and fucking getting my drift on. Or the hell was that? What the? I hit something. Fucking hell. Thank you for the fucking 5 gift subs, Pepper. Jesus. Didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate it. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I think there's like a hype train or something, because like I can see something's like, I have basically like this thing flashing at me on Streamlabs at the moment, being like, there's something going on, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I heard the fucking, yeah, I assume that it's the hype train that's happening. That's what I assume is going on. They're paying forward the gift they got from Triantha to community. Oh, nice. How does that work? Is it just like you kind of like just, literally, I don't know. I haven't ever seen it come up saying that before, because like it confused me initially. At least there's some money being earned on stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I definitely do appreciate that, because yeah, unfortunately, like, Need for Speed Underground 2 is super popular for my channel on YouTube. When my videos go there, they get like minimum, usually about 700 views. And then like it goes up from there and stuff, but like I'm not eligible for anything from that. So literally like any fucking support's always like appreciated and stuff, but like yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, no, look, I appreciate that people just like the game and want to watch it, you know, on YouTube. Because, like, obviously, if I was somebody that was like, oh, I only want to play games that get me, like, monetization, I wouldn't be playing this, but I enjoy Need for Speed Underground 2. And I'm not going to just suddenly stop playing it because, like, oh, like, I don't get monetization. The only downside that I find to playing it is that I can potentially have that, like, anybody that did decide to come and watch me while I'm on Twitch, like, I have to privatize the VOD at some point so that I can remove the strike. And usually I have to do that pretty quickly. So I normally lose the chance for people to potentially find me later. That's the only thing that I find is like a little bit sad about it for like legit, because somebody that might have clicked on it and saw it and they're like, oh, I'll watch that later and stuff, it's not available later, you know? And that's the frustrating thing. Like, I do highlight all my VODs, so like I do have the full VODs usually saved to Twitch as like full highlights, because you can do that. Like, I don't know how many people do not know this, but like you can save an entire VOD as a highlight if you want, and it will never disappear. But of course, if it's got anything that's got like muted sections, there's obvious issues with that is like wearing a copyright strike on like an extra video, you know. I don't know. It's just one of those like little sucky things, especially since like Twitch increased their rules for music related stuff a couple of months ago. It was like they don't allow like karaoke and all sorts of stuff. So like even if like you're the voice that's performing it, if the music is still the original, they've got beef with it, which kind of sucks. Because there's a whole heap of people that literally love doing karaoke and stuff. That's like a massive like perk for their streams and stuff, and they can't do it because like why would you risk like losing your channel over like multiple strikes, you know? I don't think you can get multiple strikes per video. I think it's per VOD. Per VOD per highlight. Because once you highlight something, if it's got that section, I tested it. This is how I learnt. I had a very scary moment when I highlighted a VOD that had that portion in it. And I was like, oh god, I've got to get rid of it. Hey Joe, welcome back. What are you doing? What are you A about? Oh man. We're finally doing some drifts up in here. Which is nice. I've got like 20 seconds to get 30,000. I would have to pull like an outrageous drift. I could probably do it, but I'd be better off like grabbing a few little ones and like safetying it around the place. If I can keep some speed up in here. Use superb drifts. That should be almost enough to get that going. 95. Come on, come on, come on. That's gotta be it. 101. Yes! Fucking done. Oh man. There's a hype chest and I can't open it. I can't open it because I can't click off stream. But that's fine. It's an all-time record shattered. You reached a new level. What? I hit like level 2 then. In Hype Train. That's insane. How the fuck did that happen? Either way, thank you. Thank you. I was just like enjoying my drifts and I'm like, I don't know. Twitch is doing shit. Oh, I can select the sponsor and just throw a bunch of subs. Yeah, that happened. Pepper was nice enough to give some subs out. Can I just... Why won't you let me click on it? Hold on. There we go.
Hey dude, I just sorted through the last stack of contracts. I picked the best of the best, so let me know who you want to sign with.
Alright, I'll have a look at that in a second. It's honestly painful that some games and Twitch punish for playing music when music is such an integral for games. It is, like a lot of GTA games, such cool radio stations to vibe with. Yeah, see, I've watched a couple of people play GTA and I've never noticed any music. Probably that's why, is they probably had to like turn off the in-game music and stuff. Like I could turn off the in-game music, but the in-game music is part of the experience of playing the game for me. So I'm not going to turn it off. I would rather take the strike and potentially have to hide the VOD and have people, you know, not be able to find me after playing it and stuff like that, than people be able to find me and, you know, not enjoy the experience of the game. You know, GTA Vice City has some awesome radio stations. So it's got Drag, Sprint, Street X, Circuit, Drift Drag. I don't want extra drags, but it looks like both of them have it. I don't mind Street X. Street X is just stupidly hilarious. But I don't mind. I've only got 2 options here. 34 races of drivers choosing. Public relations. Get sponsor provides 1 complimentary vehicle. Alright, but signing bonus. I get a little bit more for the second one, and sponsor race purse is a little bit less. So I get a little bit more up front, and then it kind of like weighs out in the back end. I actually don't mind doing circuits. It's a sprint race. Hold on. That one's got drift. Yeah, I'll take the one with the drift. I like sprint too. Let me get that. Yeah. She's probably going to have something to say about this. No? Okay. She might try to call as soon as I get out. hit something. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it does sort of suck because, like, in some games, if I want to, let's do a circuit or something, or a sprint. Let's go do a sprint. I need to go for, like, you know, stretch the tires and stuff. Like, if I do art stream, for instance, it's pretty easy for me to add an additional audio channel and have, like, my music exclusively on that, because, like, I can mute my desktop audio and prevent it from picking up, like, the clicking and the art sounds, right? But when I'm playing a game, like, I would have to add in the extra channel for music, and I would also have to import a audio channel for the game sound as well. It's not a huge issue. It's not like it's not something that would, like, prevent me from doing it. I just like a lot of in-game music. And there are a few where it's an issue, which kind of sucks. Because, like, a lot of the time, like, you'll notice in some games, I try to make sure that the balance of, like, what Streamlabs and stuff picks up, it will pick up me, but it will pick up the in-game sounds, and it will pick up the in-game music. Because there was a point in time where Twitch Studio was having a lot of issues with RimWorld. And it would only pick it up when it was being loud. Which was really unfortunate because, like, RimWorld has a lot of quiet parts as well. Jesus, this is not helping me. Can I, like, thank you. Yeah, so it would have, like, a lot of, like, really, really quiet points in time where I'm the only thing making sound, and the game isn't really making much sound. And there was a lot of, like, fiddling around with that to make sure we could hear, like, the nice, like, soothing RimWorld music in the background too. But Streamlabs does that better because Streamlabs doesn't try to, it doesn't try to, like, mute anything or, like, muffle anything, like, I don't know, silence stuff. But the only problem with that is obviously, like, I used to be able to, like, cough or potentially, like, slightly sneeze and stuff like that, and it wouldn't necessarily pick it up because it was beneath my regular audio pickup thing. So I used to get away with, like, sneezing a little bit or, like, coughing and stuff and it not picking up as much. I also used to be able to, like, mute quickly. It's nice. Love GTA then. Radio stations, my opinion. Big deal GTA experience. Depends. Like, GTA has been out for a long time. I've never actually played it. I know my brother's had it and I think my partner's had it. But it's just not one of the games that, for some reason, I just haven't got it. I haven't played it. I also haven't, like, looked too much at it. I watch a fellow streamer, Joey, play GTA, but he does, like, I'm not sure if he's, like, role-playing as, like, a courier. I don't know if he's role-playing or not, but his entire thing is, like, he tends to, like, take, like, parcel jobs and stuff, and, like, I don't know, does something around town. It's interesting to me because I'm like, I don't know quite what's going on, and I don't know what's normal by standard because I haven't seen a lot of streamers. But like I said, like, unfortunately, he has, like, his personal playlist in the background, so I don't know what the actual game music sounds like either. Because the other thing too is there's a lot of games out there where I like to kind of, like, experience them myself, or otherwise, like, I don't tend to like to watch some people play it. And I do wonder if I could hear what the actual game music was like, would I want to play it? Because sometimes that has a big impact, because I'm pretty sensitive to, like, repetitive sounds. I know obviously you hear a music song over and over and over again, it's repetitive and stuff, but it's a little bit different music versus, like, you know, in some games you have, like, a sound effect kind of thing. Like, for instance, in 7 Days to Die, every so often my person gets hungry, and the sound effect of that sounds like a dog growling, because it used to be the sound effect of a dog growling. And I hear that a lot, and I find that, like, kind of, I don't know, frustrating, off-putting. But there's also a section in the green area where if you listen for long enough, the music starts sounding like it's playing in reverse. Like, fucking shout out to anybody else that plays 7 Days to Die and has noticed that if you're in the green area too long, if you've been playing the game too long, the music starts sounding like it's going backwards. I'm not fucking crazy. I've had, like, Grim and stuff listen to it too, and he's like, yeah, okay, that's weird. But it's only in, like, the most recent couple of alphas before the release that they changed that, and it was really eerie when I first noticed it and stuff. That shit's off-putting. Like, when I get like that happen, it makes me want to put on my own music or mute the game music. And that's rare. Like, I don't generally like get that kind of experience from many games where I'm like, ugh, I want my own shit. Yeah, mind you, like I said with Need for Speed Underground 2, there was a point where I played it so much that I did kind of like get to a point where I'm like, I want to listen to something else other than this, because I'd just been playing it for so fucking long. Oh man, you know what I can finally do is I can finally take the hydrate from Jokemeister that was an hour ago. I just realized. I never took it in amongst the URLs. Oh, I needed that. Alright. I got some reputation, I got some money. I don't think it's available yet for me to upgrade any of my parts. I meant engine parts. Carbon mirrors, spoilers, roofs. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. What am I next to? I'm next to something purple. Circuit. Sure, we could do that. I also like the fact that with this game, it has this giant arrow. There's so many times where I'm literally driving around in the wrong direction to it. Mind you, it's also... Oh, there it is. It is also a little bit touch and go with how accurate it is. If you go into an area where it disconnects and stuff, it sometimes has a bit of issues with that. It's weird seeing it with the radio. I like the blue and black car that just like yeeted off then. It's so nice to be able to just do some like regular races and it's not like a URL. Oh yeah, that's right, cars are on the road. Well, that's something I forgot about. So the fun thing about like Need for Speed Underground 2, for instance, is all the vehicles that come out, and yes, the car like hits them, but it doesn't take like damage to affect like reputation points or anything like that, right? It doesn't leave the car in like crumpled up fucking mess that needs repair that's expensive and stuff. Like, that's the biggest problem I've got with a lot of the other Need for Speed Undergrounds, is that the amount of money that I spend repairing my car versus upgrading it is frustrating. Obviously, that's a get good problem, but who says I want to get good? I just want to drive like a loon. That's all I want to do. But yeah, when you drive around here, the cars appear at different times because they're at different stages of the city, and it's nice because it's kind of like you can't expect them to be in the same spot. It's one of the few features that made this game not feel repetitive, I found. Because yes, there's cars everywhere, but like it kind of refreshes your brain to go through a section and the car is not quite where you remember it being. It's not quite the same car or something like that. It's a tiny little nugget in this game that I think is like so overlooked, but genuinely appreciated by everybody that plays the shit out of it, because like, you know, any game like this where like it's a lot of like repetition, I think this is laps, isn't it? Yeah. You kind of need that like little bit of spice in there. Essentially GTA has always been a bunch of radio stations pertaining to genre of music. Yeah. Vice City has radio stations for hip-hop, electro station, pop stations ×2, talk stations, disco, oh yeah, soul funk, R&B stations, hard rock, heavy metal stations, Spanish radio, soft pop, rock station, new wave station. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, that's a fair bit. Now my only question there is there a techno station? Because that's legit what I'd tune into. But like, God, they make it like pretty fucking immersive. Like, I feel like that's more stations than's available in like my local area on the radio. Like, we've got like 4 radio stations. We don't have much. I think it's 4. Either that or it's down to 3, I'm not sure. I don't listen to radio around here. But yeah, I could see how that would then like definitely fucking change the experience of the game, because like if you watch different people, like one person's listening to like Spanish talk station and stuff like that, and somebody else is listening to like funk or something like that, like it would give you a completely different vibe watching them playing it and stuff. Like obviously people play differently all the time anyway, and it's a different vibe with every single person that plays every game or whatever. But still, I don't know. I don't know why I just never looked into GTA. I don't know. I literally just don't know. I'm going to assume it's mostly a cost thing, because 90% of the reason why I have not looked into most games is because pretty much from the time I could first work and earn money, I was saving for a house and a car. And then once I had a house and a car, I didn't have money. So like everything was like on like a knife's edge of like being able to like keep everything status quo kind of thing. Like, you know, pay the bills and then whatever's left over is like, if you can afford to eat, you afford to eat. But if you can't, tough titties, I guess that's next week. And then no entertainment budget, stuff like that. Like that's essentially how like most of my life has been since I've been able to work. So from probably age 14 it's been like real strict. So yeah, I don't tend to look at a lot of games. I haven't tended to look at a lot of games because like if I don't have the money to buy it, I don't want to sit there being like, I wish I could have that. And then if something did come out, like for instance Diablo 3 I knew was coming out at one point, and I'm like, I made an effort to put aside extra money out of my food budget to be able to afford that, because I'm like, I'm obviously going to get the next Diablo. It's just kind of like, if I already have something and I already like it, like Need for Speed 1 we already had, when Need for Speed Underground 2 came out, obviously that was something I'd go on. Yeah, it's kind of like, if I like the first thing, I'll probably like the second one and I'll play it. But if I haven't ever played it and I haven't ever looked into it, or I haven't had a reason to look into it, because like I know I haven't had the financial availability or something, I just don't look into it. Sorry, I need water. I'm trying to do this race and I need water. I had a drink before and it completely capped me. I somehow won that while I'm like struggling to fucking breathe. I'm fine, by the way. I just, fucking, I don't know, I required water. And then my need for water was like, oh, let's just constrict the throat while we're at it, because it's like, you don't need that. What is this? Street X. I could do a Street X. I'm kind of down here. I end up leaving all the drags for last, and I hate it, but at the same time, I don't want to do them as a priority. There's more fun shit to do than that. I could go that way, or I could drive through here. There's money up there. Hold on. I saw that one other time. How am I supposed to get to that? I'm guessing. There must be... I don't think it's from this way. I think it's from this end. I've looked at this before. I may have to crash into that. Let's go find out. I would imagine that it's go up through here. Yeah, I haven't gotten up here yet. This has got to be it. I've seen this before and I drove past and I'm like, oh, I'll go find that again. Let me go around the corner and I want to go back in through this like tunnel bit here because I like this area. Come on. Oh, yeah, I like this section. I don't think there's much really... Yeah, it's like a fucking smelting place. There is more money. I'm supposed to be going off to do something and I'm like, nah. I got time for like tricks and finding cash. It's fine. Off we go. I might actually stay on the road. I say that and then I like try not to hit somebody. Yeah, that's close enough. That's staying on the road effectively. They put era themed, well shit, more money. Oh. Era themed music in the games. That's the other thing too is, oh no, this isn't money. This isn't where I'm supposed to be going. That's like circuit, I think. No. Sprint X? No. What's the green one?
Yo, man, what's up, money? Yo, you got any details on rumors of racing around the airport? Yo, man, I hear a bunch of punk kids more back.
There's a building there.
Brain. Should be easy picking.
What cool.
Yeah, man, check it out. Let me know what the deal is. All right, peace.
Yeah, Rockstar make their games very overpriced. We do manage to, oh hello, managed to splurge on it. Recommend Vice City or San Andreas. San Andreas further expands the radios by adding in-universe commercial